What's going on, everybody? Today I have a review of the Tenta-X Jinsoku pad, and there's a couple things that I wanted to talk about. So whenever we talk about speed pads in general, especially whenever it comes to glass, I think there's been a really big push to make speed pads as fast as possible, not care about the control that's involved, just make it as fast as possible. And there's a group of people that are obviously going to enjoy that, but I think for the majority, I think people still need, if you're looking for a speed pad, you're still going to want some amount of control. Obviously glass is going to be the extreme of that because you're not going to have any kind of surface friction from the cloth that's used. You're going to have less of that from glass in general. But whenever we talk about the Jinsoku pad and speed pads in general, there's two pads specifically for me that sit at the tippy top of cloth pads, and that's the Neptune Pro and the Ruin. And this pad is kind of in between whenever you think about the base. So the Infinity Mice Ruin has a more soft base. It's a little bit more plush and has a little bit more, you can definitely push into it a little bit more in the Ruin. The Neptune Pro is going to be a mid, so it's a little bit harder than this pad. And the base kind of sits in the middle in between both of those pads. But whenever we talk about the speed, I think it's definitely on the far end of the speed spectrum whenever you think of cloth. So one, the performance kind of reminds me of the Ruin. I think compared to the Neptune Pro, the Neptune is really fast, but the Neptune Pro is also one of the main speed pad that I've tested where I feel like I'm really locked in. I mean, I can move and do target switching really fast, but I still, in every single movement that I make, I feel really locked in. Whereas typically with speed pads, it's a little bit faster where I don't feel locked in from the pad. I feel locked in from what I'm doing, if that makes sense. The pad is helping me less in most situations whenever you use a speed pad. I don't feel that whenever I use the Neptune, but whenever I use other speed pads, I feel like I'm getting less help from the pad. I'm having to put more effort in to where I want the mouse to go. I feel like this pad is kind of like that. So it definitely gives you a lot of speed, but it doesn't give you a ton of control to kind of prohibit you or kind of lock you in for the movements that you're making. I feel like it really gives you more freedom, similar to a glass pad. Obviously not as much as a glass pad, but I feel like it gives you a lot more freedom in the movements that you make. The surface is incredibly smooth. It's very soft, so I have no issues with it up against my hand, my arm, feeling uncomfortable. It's not abrasive. Like I said, it's very smooth. Stitching is really solid, and I mean, really for a cloth speed pad, I mean, there really is little to no amount of friction from the pad really prohibiting you, making the glide slower. I mean, there is a little bit from the surface of the pad. I mean, if you push in a lot, I mean, you definitely get some more friction to kind of help with that. So if you're looking for a cloth speed pad where it's really fast and you don't have really a lot holding you back in terms of friction, I think this is a really good pad to pick up. Honestly, in terms of speed pads, I think this is probably one of the top 3 fastest speed pads that you can get your hands on whenever it comes to the market. So if you're looking for a cloth speed pad that's really fast, again, doesn't provide a whole lot, if any amount of control, I think this is a really good pickup. So if you have any other questions, feel free to throw them in the comment section down below, and I will catch you all next time. Start a riot.